Hello guys, welcome to my channel. My name is KYC Telem. Today we're gonna dive into some news. Rick Ross and Davido came to Zambia. They performed at this big, huge concert. All right, so it was a big event. The only problem is that we didn't have the biggest artist supporting these international acts. I feel like the concert should have had the biggest artist performing, supporting these international acts. That the main event comes, whoever is the main event, the Rick Ross and the Davido perform, and then they bring out somebody like a Yo Maps, Vincenzo, Triple M, Chef 187, those legendary artists who are also making music to this day. So I was disappointed on that case, but the event went well. It was very expensive. I don't agree with the how they rated the price of the tickets, but the tickets were going for 15,000 kwacha, which is equivalent to about between 700 and $800. And then they had another one, silver, which costed 20,000 kwacha, which is equivalent to just over $1,000. And then they had gold ticket, which was 25,000 kwacha, which is equivalent to about 1.3 thousand US dollars. That is extremely expensive for the locals. That is extremely expensive for Africa, because even in the Western world where I am right now, tickets don't cost that much to see those guys. You understand what I'm saying? Tickets don't cost 1,000 kwacha. I mean, sorry, 1,000 US dollars or 1,000, close to 1,000 pounds as a package of the ticket. You know what I mean? If you pay that amount, maybe you're looking at VIP. But normally the standard ticket is just less than $100. You get what I'm saying? So for them to charge the Zambian people that much, that was to me a robbery, and it wasn't a good thing. But people showed up. It just shows that people go home, people got money back home. It shows people got money, and they can flock out the money to whatever entertainment is available to them. So it shows that people are able to support an event if it's properly organized. But apart from that, the production was really good. The stage design was amazing. I think the organizers organized the event very well. I don't know about the artist turning up on time. I hope that was also sorted. You guys let me know who was there, what happened. Did the artist turn up on time? If they did, that's a good thing. But I saw some videos on TikTok saying some people didn't turn up on time. But you can't expect to see the main event artist at 1 or 2, or 5. They're usually coming at the end of the event, maybe late in the evening. You get what I'm saying? But the production went well. I wanted to see more interaction. I wanted to see the international artists interacting more with the local artists as well. We saw one local artist in Davido's hotel kneeling down. That was a bit crazy, but he's admiring him. We can't say much about that, but for me personally, I'm never gonna kneel down to nobody. You know what I mean? I'm gonna stand tall. I'm gonna put my chest up. I'm gonna shake your hand and look at you in your face. Even though I admire you, I'm inspired by you, but I'm not gonna kneel down. You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna put my chest up and be like, yo, I'm a big fan, man. What is going on? You're doing this. I've seen you. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna keep it on that level, not too much. You know what I mean? Stand up, show that you're also that shows the level of respect for yourself as well. You can't be kneeling down. You need to stand up. But that's Blake, innit? He's not one of our top 5 artists or top 10 artists. You know what I mean? He's like in the maybe top 100. So that's okay for him to do that. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think the other artists refused because they were not compensated the amount they were not given the amount of money that they wanted. A lot of artists didn't attend. They refused to come to the show itself because the promoters were not trying to give them they were not trying to pay them the right amount of money that they deserve. I feel like the promoters should promote local artists. They should promote also local, content creators. Pay those artists what they deserve, man. Do not, undermine your own. You get what I'm saying? You need to uplift your own. You need to pay those artists because those artists are working hard, creating videos, creating music production. All those things cost money. They have to pay dancers. They have to pay. That's a career. That's a business. So pay them the right money. If you guys made enough money, the standard ticket was close to $1,000. How much were you paying Davido and Rick Ross? You know what I mean? Like, you had enough moolah, do that. to spread it out to the top artists there. That's why the Yo Maps refused to come there, because he knows that I can get a lot of money doing my own show. I can go to Namibia, grab a quick 100K from that side. You know what I mean? Pay the local artists what they deserve, man. It would have been a great event. I think if the Yomavs, the Vincenzos, the top five, top 10 artists should have been there. You know what I mean? The Maki 2 should have been there, bro. Chester More Power should have been there, bro. Triple M should have been there, bro. Get me? Big. It's a big event. Bring big artists there. Bring legendary artists there. Artists. But one thing I will say, shout out to Davido. He put on a Zambian outfit. He did his research. He represented the Zambian colors on stage. He wore a two-piece Zambian outfit, and then he went and spoke to the local designers to go and collect a an outfit from a specific area in Zambia or village in Zambia, and then you put it on stage. That is a learning lesson for the other artists as well. If you're not already doing that, represent your own. Do your own. Art is music is art, so it's not just represented in your sound, your lyrics, the beat, but it's also about the clothes that you wear, what you show in the music videos. Embrace all of that. So shout out to the video for doing that, and shout out to the these local designers who designed that for him. Anyway, guys, until next time.